Apple shares falling sharply this morning. You can see they're off by 7.7% right now. President Trump's tariff plans targeting the tech giant's manufacturing centers beyond just China. And joining us right now with more on Apple and the tech sector is Evercore ISI Senior Managing Director Amit Daryanani. I'm sorry about that, who has an outperform on Apple stock. Amit, first up, are you keeping that outperform on Apple stock this morning?
Yeah, yes. So the rating remains intact. And what I would say with the tariff is there are two scenarios for companies that make a hardware, a product. There's a bad scenario and a really bad scenario. But those are really the two options you have when it comes to these names. So the Apple is in that bucket, along with all the other ones on these tariff issues. And, I think the focus on Apple will be, given the manufacturing is heavily China, Vietnam, and India right now, is there an off-ramp for Apple, which is essentially going to come down to, they've committed to investing $500 billion in the U.S. over the next 4 years. Does that get them an off-ramp compared with the exemptions they had last time? That would be a good thing for them. The alternate, I think, for Apple and others, in fairness, will be, do they start to raise prices over time to offset this in the U.S.? And what does that do to the demand permutations eventually for them?
Okay, Amit, that's very interesting. I was trying to figure out what you meant by an off-ramp. An off-ramp doesn't mean that they can move their manufacturing. An off-ramp would be that they get remittance from some of these tariffs. They get a carve-out somehow because they've committed to spending so much in the United States. How quickly do you think that would happen? How high are the odds of something like that happening?
I will say that getting to the timeline of how quickly that could happen, way above my pay grade to figure that one out. If you look at the last time, in the Trump 1.0 administration, they had these tariffs, Apple was able to get exemptions at that point, the off-ramp, if you may, relatively quickly, in a matter of weeks when they announced tariffs.
Yeah, this feels different.
This does seem different, and so it's hard to know when they'll get it or if they will even get it, in fairness. Now, the reality may be, even if someone has to move production to the U.S., it will take a few years to get there. And so is that the kind of runway Apple could get in an exemption saying, we'll move things here, but you get an exemption till then?
If they do, I don't know what pushback they would get from China and India. China's already kind of frustrated with how much they are investing in India as an alternative to China. I guess if they don't get an exemption, let's say this fiscal year, how would that impact what you anticipate their sales and margins will be and your result, your price target on the stock as a result?
Yeah, I mean, so let's say there's no exemptions whatsoever from, China, India, Vietnam, the three places where they have production right now. The EPS impact, if Apple does nothing, is about 10 to 12% to the bottom line for them, right? So it's a relatively sizable impact of probably double digits on the bottom line if they do nothing. What I would say is very logical for Apple to do, and maybe not right away, is they will raise prices. Historically, if you look at countries like, Japan, for example, where FX has become a big permutation for them, they tend to raise prices. But Apple is unlikely to raise prices between a product cycle, which means they would just wait for the iPhone 17 cycle and then raise prices. And then I think, Becky, it becomes a different discussion on what does higher iPhone ASP do to demand permutation or destruction over time.
Yeah, and what's the answer on that front? I mean, Apple's already seen sales in China decline pretty rapidly for a lot of reasons, but competition there too.
Yeah, I mean, in China, you have the competition part. I would say China macro is probably as big of a headache as competition is for Apple right now. So you've had a macro issue in China. You've had competition issues as an element of nationalism at play as well in China. So the different things there. But in the U.S., I think if they raise price on iPhone, it remains to be seen now. Our hope would be if there's a lot of innovation in iPhone 17, it's a slimmer, faster, better iPhone. If the U.S. macro ends up being in a better position than what folks are apprehensive about, then they could get away with price increases with limited demand volatility. That would be the optimistic scenario. But barring that, I think you're looking at 10% EPS reduction without any offsets to this right now.
So your point would be, even if they don't get an exemption, you're still looking at an outperform on this stock?
Relative to a lot of other tech stocks that are out there, we think this remains a very attractive asset to own. And keep in mind, iPhones are really relevant, but they are a part of the story. Apple actually makes more money at this point from services versus they make from the hardware itself. So there's better diversity over there beyond just iPhones. And we do think Apple will manage this a lot better than most other companies will when it comes to tariffs as well.